Charlie, you've opened your scoring account in the league. Pretty much a perfect start for you. You must be delighted with that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as a forward, you always want to be scoring goals, but I'm not really a player that thinks about it too much. I think just go into the game to perform the best that I can and help the team out as much as I can. But it's credit to the girls as well, because it's without them, I couldn't score my goals either.
First home league game of the season this weekend against Glasgow City, of course. And then we just spoke to the manager there and he says there's not really any good time to play them. Do you relish a big test like this so early in the campaign?
Yeah, no, I think, as Fran said, you're always going to play them at some point. So for me personally, I think it's a good benchmark to see where you're at anyway and see what you need to work on for the next games coming up. I think obviously them just losing in the Champions League as well. Hopefully they might have some tired legs from that, but it makes no difference to us. I think either way, we're ready to go. And as long as we do what we need to do, then hopefully we can get a good result.
We've seen last season as well, that battle for the top three, the run-in was really close. In terms of your own experience in battling for results, in the Women's Super League with Birmingham and obviously Bristol City more recently, how vital is what you're bringing to the team, not just in terms of goal scoring, but experience as well across the pitch?
Yeah, no, I think experience is key, especially in these sort of games. I think going the way to Champions League and having, as you call it, every game's a cup final kind of mentality, I think that helps as well going into games like this. I think they'll find it tough as well as we will. Obviously, they'll have sore legs as well, so we can try and put everything into our favour.
Manager said as well there's been lots of lessons since the start of this pre-season, particularly looking at the Champions League experience that you've all had. Do you think that that's helped the team grow in confidence? Of course, it wasn't the result you wanted, but are there positives there that you're taking forward?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think obviously didn't get the results that we wanted, but our performances was there. And as Fran has said as well, they've just beat Real Madrid 4-0 in their first league game. So it shows how good that we must have performed as well. But no, I think definitely going into the game, it's going to be important to keep that in mind with the experience that we had there.
You credited the other players, obviously, for helping you and supporting you to get the amount of goals that you've got so far. One of the things that we were really excited to see after the game on Sunday was the link up with the new player, Clarissa Larissy. Is that something you're excited about, to have kind of that other really attack-minded players up there supporting you?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, she came on quite late into the game, but had such a massive impact as well. She was running at players, obviously assisted me once as well, and got the penalty after that. So no, definitely someone that I'm looking forward to getting on the pitch with.
Were you tempted to take that penalty kick on Sunday for the hat-trick?
I mean, as I said, for me, it's the win that matters, as long as we get the 3 points. And at that point, it was 3-2 and it was still very, very tight. So I was like, Craigie's got the experience and knew that she was going to step up and put it in the back of the net, and that's all that matters for me.
You've been around English football, but moving up to Scotland, what's your overall impression of the game so far, and also around about Celtic Park?
No, it's really good. I think settling in so quickly has helped as well, and obviously the girls have helped me with that. And it's been tough with the games that we've had. I mean, Aberdeen was obviously a very tight and tough game, but I think we managed it quite well in the end, and obviously to get the 3 points, that's all that mattered. But looking forward to keep going in the season and seeing how other teams come at us as well.
Just wondering, it's the first time I've had a chance to speak to you since you joined Celtic, and so what was it after an excellent career down in England? What was it that Fran Alonso told you about Celtic that convinced you of moving up here? And also, have you got used to the local accent yet, or?
Yeah, still struggling with the accent a little bit. I mean, some things are all right, but some things are just a bit quick. But no, I think when I spoke to Fran, the ambitions that he had and the way that he wanted to take the club was just perfect for me, perfect fit. I think I just wanted to enjoy my football. Obviously, getting relegated with Bristol last year was a bit of a down season, but I just wanted to come back here and enjoy my football, and the way that Fran wanted to play literally just fitted hand in hand with me. And it was, after that chat with Fran, it was just an easy decision.
for the players, are you anticipating a highly motivated Glasgow City this week following their disappointment during the week?
Yeah, definitely. I think they're obviously coming in to win the game and kick back after a defeat, and we fully expect that, and we know the players that they have in their team and the quality, and I think we know it's going to be a tough game, but we believe in ourselves as well. So I think going into the game, we're not going to go there to do anything but come back with the 3 points, and that's the aim. So as players, we're definitely confident and ready for the game.
Yeah, and including yourself, you had quite a few new signings coming in the door this summer, and everyone seems to be hitting the ground running. How important is it to have that depth in the squad to push players forwards to retain their place in the team?
Yeah, it's massive. Going into training, and it's a competition every single game to try and get your place in the starting 11, which I think it only drives everyone to be better as well. You push them and they push you. So I think it's a massive advantage to having the team. And
did you have high expectations before you came here? How's it like the kind of standard of training, standard matches, etc.? Is it kind of surpassed your expectations, or were you prepared for it?
No, I'd say I was prepared for it. I knew it was going to be tough. So coming in, knew every day was going to be 100%. That's the way that everyone trains anyway. So as long as that continues throughout the season, I think it could be successful.
So obviously a big match against Glasgow City at the weekend. You've scored the double last week. Have you set yourself any targets for the season of what you're aiming to achieve? I know it's obviously your first season in Scottish football, but a good start with 2 goals. Is there a target in mind you've got for the season?
Yeah, no, I don't really set myself personal targets, to be honest. I just play every game the best that I can and see wherever that takes me, to be honest. I think as long as we're getting the 3 points, I'll happily pass it across goal. It's not the goals for me, but obviously it's a help to the team, and I'm happy to get on the score sheet as well.
And obviously you've now been here a couple of months, you're settled into playing in Scotland. How much have you learned from Fran Alonso in that time? Obviously, anytime you speak to one of the girls, they're so highly spoken of Fran. Did you know much about him before coming up, and what have you learned from him since you've joined the club?
No, I didn't know much about him before I came at all, to be honest. But obviously, once we'd had that one Zoom call, I knew that it was going to be a great move for me personally, just for the fact of he's so technical, and everything is very technical in training, and he demands standards, which is important. And I think that's what drives the team forward. You always need to have that mark that standards is always there. So no, it's really good for me personally, as well as for the team as well.
That's great to hear. And hopefully you get another double at the weekend. All the best.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you.
Cheers.